was apologizing.
Clancy able to separate the two. Good instructions given by the referee. Going back, gets it on the right hand.
Boxing is supposed to be about skill, training, and power.
Take away the rhythm of Ortiz's offensive attack.
But sometimes, the strangest things decide who wins. A cheap shot, a clumsy fall, even a punch nobody actually saw. These are the nights where victory looked more like an accident than a triumph, and the losers didn't even know what hit them. Today, we're diving into the most shocking and unexpected wins in boxing history. Fights so strange, fans are still arguing about them decades later. In September 2011, Floyd Mayweather is already the villain of boxing, undefeated, cocky, hated by many. Across the ring, Victor Ortiz, a hungry challenger.
Take away the rhythm of Ortiz's offensive attack.
The fight looks competitive until Ortiz makes a huge mistake. He headbutts Mayweather. The referee stops the action, takes a point, and while Ortiz tries to apologize with hugs and kisses, Mayweather sees an opening. The referee says fight on, and Floyd lands two of the coldest punches in history. Ortiz wasn't ready, his hands were down, and just like that, fight over. Fans call it cheap, Mayweather calls it fair. Either way, it goes down as one of the strangest, most accidental-looking knockouts in boxing history. Fast forward to 2003, Mike Tyson isn't the monster of the 80s anymore. He's older, slower, and coming off losses. But then comes Clifford Etienne, a fighter who thought he could embarrass Tyson. What happened? Tyson landed one awkward punch, not even clean, and Etienne just collapsed. His legs twisted under him like a cartoon, and the fight was over in less than a minute. Some fans swore it was staged, others said Tyson still had the power. Either way, this wasn't a highlight reel knockout. It looked clumsy, almost accidental, but Tyson got the win, and Etienne never fought again. And now, the most debated punch in boxing history, Muhammad Ali versus Sonny Liston in 1965. Ali throws a quick right hand in the first round, and Liston falls like he's been shot, and almost nobody in the arena saw the punch.
Over the left and drops the challenger.
Even the referee looked confused. Was it a knockout? Was it a dive? Was Liston scared? The fight ended in chaos. Fans booing, reporters yelling, but officially, Ali won. That single phantom punch made history, an accidental-looking win that is still argued about 60 years later. Now, let's move to some fights that left fans shaking their heads, wondering if they had just watched a real boxing match or a blooper reel. In 1994, the match between Oliver McCall versus Lennox Lewis. Oliver McCall was a solid fighter, but nobody, and I mean nobody, thought he'd beat the future heavyweight legend, Lennox Lewis. Yet, in the second round, McCall landed a wild right hand that didn't even look clean. Lewis went down hard, his legs jelly, and just like that, the fight was over.
What is this? The WBC's referee has stopped this fight after a count to 9 with Lewis standing in front of him. And we're going to have a riot here, Jose.
Fans couldn't believe it. It looked less like a master plan and more like a freak accident that turned McCall into champion overnight.
And he said it. He said the word.
This wasn't end there in 2003 match between James Toney versus Vasily Jirov, Tenchol.
And Jirov hasn't gotten to that breadbasket yet. He throws.
This was supposed to be Jirov's big moment. He was younger, fitter, and hungry. But what happened? Toney, who had been eating his way through weight classes and barely trained, landed an awkward, looping punch in the 12th round that sent Jirov staggering. Judges gave Toney the nod in a fight that felt like he just stumbled his way into victory. Many fans still say Toney's win came more from Jirov's mistakes than Toney's brilliance.
Will the two-point round have won the fight?
Accidents or destiny? That's the question. And it wouldn't be the last time boxing history was changed by a single sloppy swing. In 2001, the match between Hasim Rahman versus Lennox Lewis.
It's a terrific record in terms of the knockouts there.
This was supposed to be an easy night for Lewis. He was heavyweight king, dominating everyone. But Rahman, a 2-0-1 underdog, landed a looping right hand in the 5th round that dropped Lewis like a sack of bricks. That punch didn't come from some flawless setup, it came from Rahman swinging for his life. Boom, new heavyweight champion, by what many still call the luckiest shot of the era. Some fighters train their whole lives to perfect the art of boxing. Well, sometimes it just takes being in the right place at the right time. In 1990, the match between Buster Douglas versus Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson in the black, Larry Rosadio of the United States, Ken Morita of the U.S.
Now, let's be real. Tyson was a monster. Nobody thought Buster Douglas stood a chance. But in Tokyo, Douglas threw a clumsy-looking uppercut, followed by a hook that somehow broke through Tyson's iron guard.
Buster landing the... Oh, nice uppercut by Buster Douglas. Look at this. He's knocked down.
Tyson went down, stunned, blinking in disbelief. Douglas didn't plan to make history that night, but the stars aligned, and he accidentally pulled off the biggest upset in boxing history. And then we've got Corey Sanders versus Vladimir Klitschko, 2003.
Target to Vladimir. Left hook lands.
Sanders wasn't even training full-time. He was semi-retired, playing golf more than sparring. But in the second round, he unleashed a sloppy barrage of punches that somehow kept finding Vlad's chin.
Here's his hitting him with. And he's attacking to try to get out of trouble instead of holding. And this is not going to go well. Another knockdown.
In less than 4 minutes, Klitschko, the future dominant champion, was humiliated, while Sanders walked away as the accidental hero of the heavyweight division.
Another knockdown. The 4th time. And the referee, Genaro Rodriguez, stops.
Boxing is a sport of skill, sure, but these fights prove that sometimes, history doesn't care about skill. One punch, one mistake, one freak moment, and the entire sport changes forever. Now, in 2004, the match between Antonio Tarver versus Roy Jones Jr.
Never seen it. I got a question.
Jones was considered untouchable. Tarver threw a left hand in the second round that looked almost lazy, but it landed right on the button. Jones crumbled.
Right to the body. Be able to get a sustained attack against him. And down goes Jones. And he makes it up. It's over. 1080 stops the fight.
Tarver couldn't believe it. The crowd couldn't believe it. It wasn't supposed to happen, but that one accidental shot ended Roy's aura of invincibility. And that's the thing about boxing, no matter how much skill, speed, or training you bring into the ring, one slip, one lucky shot, or one freak accident can flip the story instantly. Some of the biggest legends in boxing history didn't fall to better fighters. They fell to chaos, to timing, to chance. And some underdogs didn't win because they were supposed to, they won because the sport is unpredictable, brutal, and unforgiving. From Douglas flattening Tyson to Antonio Tarver, these fights remind us why millions keep watching, because in boxing, it's never truly over until the final bell. So here's my question for you. Which of these accidental wins shocked you the most? And did I miss one that deserves to be on this list? Drop your pick in the comments. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe for more wild boxing stories, and turn on the bell because trust me, the next one is even crazier.